Well, the hardest people to buy for are the tech heads in your life. I think that might be right. Matthew Dickerson, good morning.
I think that's right. I'm a true representative of that. My family tell me that I am terrible to buy for.
All right, well, let's run through the top 20 technology gift guide for this year in no particular order.
Sure.
Let's talk about the acrylic periodic table of the elements, with the elements.
Yeah, what a great idea. I've actually got one of these that sits on my desk, and it's about 1.5 centimetres thick. It's an acrylic mould. It's got the periodic table of the elements there, but it's also got embedded in it 85 of the actual elements included. I thought that was a great idea when I first saw it. Obviously, they don't include all 118, little things like uranium, plutonium, they probably don't want to put in a little acrylic mould. Things like gold are probably a bit expensive for them to put in there. So there's a few elements missing in there, but the idea of having 85 of the actual elements included in there, I thought was a pretty cool idea.
Yeah. Well, as you know, I've got the robotic vacuum, but I don't have the lawnmower. But that'd be a great present.
Yeah, look again. This is another one that's already ticked off on my list. It's a cool concept. You have someone that's got a bit of lawn to mow. It can be a few hundred square metres or up to 30,000 square metres of lawn. And you can always hear those people that have got too much lawn to mow. They get up Saturday mornings, oh no, I've got the lawn to mow. Well, imagine how much free time they'd have if they had a robotic lawnmower. They don't have to think about it. It's planned, it's scheduled, might mow it twice a week, docks, recharges, just a great way to save people a bit of time, and certainly a way for someone to, if you want to have a coffee with someone, they're always complaining about too much lawn to mow, then this gives them that opportunity to get a bit more time.
Yeah, and there's also the digital smart frame or frame TV.
Yeah, and these are coming out, I mean, they were very small TVs initially, or very small frames initially, but there's a few coming out now. You can get up to a 65-inch frame, and they're done in such a way that they look like a normal picture frame. And obviously the idea there is it just looks like it's hanging there, but instead of having one artwork that sits there and has been there for years and years and years, and you get sick of the sight of it, you can change this artwork around every couple of days, every hour, every minute if you want to change around that often. It's obviously the idea is that you can pull these images off a licensed band. So you've basically got maybe 30 or 40,000 images in some of those libraries, and you might pay a small subscription fee each year, or you might just want to put photos of the kids up on there and have those displaying, again, rolling over, rather than having that one shot of the kids that's just perfect. So, yeah, pretty cool. A range of ones now, ranging in sizes up 65-inch, right down to ones that are smaller, maybe 10, 15 inches, 30 inches, a range of different ones available there.
I like this one, Matt. The voice-activated trash can. My indoor cat would love that.
Yeah, look, and I actually found this one when I was doing the research for this one. I thought, that's what I haven't got. I've got to go and chase one of those up. So you can wave your hand across the top, because often your hands are full of stuff to be able to go and do it, which is why you've got the foot activation on many of them. But you can actually just say, open can, and the lid will lift up. But my favourite part of it is that you've got the liners, so it basically will dispense a new liner. Once you pull out one liner and go and put it in the outside can, then it actually dispenses a new liner for you as well. So opens up for you automatically and dispenses a liner. I love it.
All right, and a UV phone sanitizer, how would that work?
Yeah, it's actually a little component. It's probably a little bit bigger than a smartphone, and initially it was designed for smartphones, but people are taking a lot of other things and putting them in them now. So, for example, jewellery, credit cards, your glasses. I mean, obviously with COVID-19 around, then people are trying to make sure that everything is as clean as possible. These different devices guarantee they'll kill 99.9% of germs, and it takes about 5 minutes. So you open the lid on it, you put your phone or whatever other device in there, close the lid, wait 5 minutes, and that's it. No chemicals, it doesn't heat it up, there's no liquid in there, so it's safe for a whole range of things. It does actually just use UV to kill anything that you put in there. So great little idea, especially with coronavirus.
We are talking technology with Matthew Dickerson, and we're running through some of the best gifts for this Christmas. And tech heads are pretty hard to buy for, as we said at the top of the segment. What about the Air Selfie flying camera for people that love selfies?
Well, I'm the worst offender of this, Chris. If I'm out somewhere and I need to take a photo, I'll just walk over to some random person and say, could you please grab my phone and take a photo? But of course, people are much more conscious of sharing things with coronavirus now. So people that have normally had someone else just take a selfie for them or a photo of a little group photo, obviously it's a bit harder to do that now. So you've got the Air Selfie. Basically, it's just like a small drone and it's got one function in life. you train it to your face. When you want to take a photo, you basically turn it on, it flies up about 3 or 4 metres in front of you, takes a photo of you or a group. You've got different settings, whether it's just you as an individual or a group, takes a photo of you or the group, and then flies back down and lands. So very small unit, doesn't have a lot of battery power because it doesn't need a lot of battery power, but just great if you want to take those selfies without hassling someone else to take them for you.
Yeah, and how much do they go for generally, Matt?
Yeah, most of these presents, I've tried to pick ones that are typically hundreds rather than thousands of dollars. So that one there, you're talking about hundreds of dollars. And again, I'm trying not to be too brand specific here, Chris. I'm not trying to plug any particular brand, but there are a few different ones that do exactly that functionality, if you like. So one is called the Air Selfie, but there's a few other ones that do the same sort of thing. But yeah, you're not talking too much money for those.
All right, and what about the mini photo printer?
Well, it's almost back to the old Polaroid days. I used to get very jealous when I'd see someone come to school with the old Polaroid camera where they'd take a photo and it'd print out and you'd wave it around in the air and a couple of minutes later there was a photo come to life. It's just amazing. But now, of course, all of our photos are on our phone. But every now and again, it's nice just to go back to the old days of having a tactile photo. So there's a range of different mini photo printers now. Most of them print photos about 2 by 3 inch. You basically just connect it to your smartphone, go through your photos, find a photo you want, you say print, and it will print out straight onto this little sticky pad. So rather than going onto a normal sort of photographic film, it prints out on a photographic film with a sticky pad on the back of it. You peel that off and then stick it wherever you want. Stick it on your car, stick it in your room, stick it wherever you like to.
Oh, that's fantastic. And what about the audio shower head for people that love to sing in the shower?
Well, the only place I sing, Chris, is in the shower because I cannot sing, so I don't want to subject the general public to my terrible voice. But in the shower, at least, no one can hear you. And the idea here is that you might want to be able to just have those words of a song or the tune of a song. So it's a bit hard normally to go and stick something in the shower that's actually got a bit of sound coming out. But this is a shower head that clips straight over to your normal shower. So basically it's a water-resistant speaker. It's obviously hooked up via Bluetooth, so you can basically tune that into your smartphone or your tablet, whatever it is that you've got that's connected to Bluetooth. Bluetooth is usually good for about 10 metres away, so leave your phone out in the bathroom, go in the shower, clip this water-resistant speaker on your shower head and belt those tunes out as loud as you like with the accompaniment of the real singers doing it.
Right, and here's one I might be interested in, a Bluetooth toothbrush.
we actually did, we might have even mentioned this one throughout the year and the various things that we talked about, but it's one of those jokes, you know, with technology, everything goes better with Bluetooth. And you start thinking, well, how can a Bluetooth toothbrush be of absolutely any use whatsoever? And what it will do for you, a couple of things. First of all, it reminds you how long to brush your teeth for. Most people brush their teeth for 20 or 30 seconds. They should be doing it for a couple of minutes. So it reminds you how long to go for. But by tuning it into your phone and letting it watch what you do in a virtual sort of environment, you can actually see that you've covered all your teeth and you've covered them properly. So it gives you a little map on your phone to show you exactly where you've gone over your teeth. So you can see if you've missed some, you go back there and catch some of those teeth that you mightn't have gotten. So, look, I still believe in it, Chris. Everything is better with Bluetooth.
And lastly, what about the smart water bottle, mate?
We've got so many different things now, haven't we, that are connected smart, that are Bluetooth. And with fitness, that's a really big industry at the moment. So the smart water bottle is just basically trying to keep you hydrated. It'll remind you how much you need to drink, give you reminders throughout the day. So it's one of those things you might take it to work, have it sitting there at your desk, and you'll get some reminders pop up on your phone to make sure you're drinking the appropriate amount of liquid through the day. You put some parameters in about how active you are, age, weight, those type of things, and then hopefully it keeps up your liquid intake throughout the day. Back in the old days, you might think that we could probably do that as ourselves as humans, but again, it's got Bluetooth, Chris. What more could you need? It's got Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm. All right, Matthew, thank you for running through some of those presents for Christmas this year. I'm sure it's given people a bit of an idea of what's out there and what they can buy for family and friends. We will talk again next week, mate. Thank you.
Sounds great, Chris. I expect to see some of those presents from my kids under the tree.
That is Tech Talk with Matthew Dickerson.